What's going on, guys? This is Eminence, and this is a quick, no-nonsense guide on how to complete the Bye Bye Dark Ether questline on Liberty Falls. First and foremost, you're going to want to make your way through spawn, going past the motel, into Liberty Lanes, and then going up towards the church. We're getting the church open to start this Easter egg.
Setting rally point.
Alright, now that we've got the church open, walk inside and you should see a machine to the right. Hit your interaction button to interact with the machine. Once you've done this, a dialogue will start. Now, while this dialogue is playing, zombies will not spawn in the church and zombies will not target you in the church. Going forward from here, you're going to need the Wonder Weapon for this Easter egg. Now, if you don't have the Wonder Weapon, I've got a video on my channel that showcases how to do it quickly and easily, and I'll link that in the description of the video. Once you have the Wonder Weapon, come back to this video and we can go from there. Now, assuming that you have the Wonder Weapon, we're now going to go find the parts for the LTG. The first one will be located at Ollie's Comics, so just follow where I go in the video here, and I'll show you where the part is.
Destination marked.
Alright, now that we've made our way to Ollie's Comics, we're going to walk inside, go behind the cash register, look up, and we're going to suck the part for the LTG down using the Wonder Weapon. Now for the second part of the LTG, we're just going to leave Ollie's Comics, go up the back set of stairs here, going back towards the church. There's going to be a white van over here to the left. You'll see me ping it. We're going to get on top of that to suck down the next part of the LTG. Keep going, take a left, get on top of this rooftop, jump over to the white van, and then look at the rightmost window and do the same thing that we did to get the other part for the LTG on this window. Once you have that part, we're ready to get our last and final part to build the LTG. So make your way back to the church and look up where you saw Panos doing the dialogue earlier where we started the Easter egg to suck down the final part for the LTG. Alright, awesome. Now we're ready to build the LTG. What I like to do is make my way to the cemetery and take the zip line across. You've got to go to the bank to build the LTG. It's the only place on the map that you're going to be able to do it. Now, once you build this LTG, your next step in the Easter egg is going to be a portal integrity defense for a high value target. This isn't hard, but at the end of this, it's going to spawn a high value target that we cannot kill. We only have to get this high value target low enough so that we can harvest its essence to bring to the machine that we use to start the Easter egg with. Alright, now that we've built the LTG, we're going to take the same exact zip line that we just used to go right back to the cemetery. Once you're in the cemetery, you should have already noticed there is a cloud that's sparking down purple lightning. Walk up to it and hit your interact button. This will start the portal integrity defense. Your goal for this is to just keep zombies away from the portal. If it takes too much damage, you'll fail it, but no worries, you can do it again next round. But like I said, at the very end of this portal defense, it's going to spawn a high value target. Like I said, we're not killing this high value target. We're just getting it low enough. Alright, now that we finished the portal defense, the high value target should have spawned. Now, once again, we're not killing it. We're just getting it low. You'll know that you have it to the right amount of health whenever you get a dialogue, and it's going to have like a purple flame aura going around it. Once you've done that, we can move on to the next step. Alright, as you can hear there, Panos gave us a dialogue confirming that we got it low enough, and it has that purple aura I was talking about. After you've done that, make your way back into the church and interact with the machine that we used to start this Easter egg with. Now, you're going to be grabbing a canister from it, and keep in mind, while you have this canister, you're not going to be able to sprint or slide, so movement becomes a bit of an issue, especially if you're by yourself. If you are by yourself, I recommend doing this towards the end of a round and bringing decoy grenades.
My money would have been on Pelletier.
But regardless of what you decide to do, after we have the canister, we're going to walk back to where we got the second part of the LTG from, and we're going to place the canister down in front of one of these traps. After we've done that, we're going to lure the high value target to these traps, activate the traps, and harvest the essence. Alright, now that we've killed the high value target and we've harvested his energy, we're picking up the canister and we're bringing it back to the same exact spot that we just got it from. Now, you will have a time limit to do this, and also picking the canister back up means no movement abilities. Once you bring the canister back to the church, a drawer to the left of the machine will open up. This is going to give us a Strauss counter. Now, this step can be really confusing, and it took me and my crew a little bit to figure out exactly how to do it, but once you figure it out, it's a super simple step. Alright, now that we have the Strauss counter, we're going to take it to 3 separate locations to 3 separate projectors. Once you activate your Strauss counter, you'll notice that it either says green, yellow, or red. Now, we're taking it to these projectors, and we're going to match the color in reverse. So you'll interact with the projector, and a light will come on. On the Strauss counter, if the Strauss counter is green, it means the color will be red. If the color is red, it means it will be green, and yellow stays the same regardless. Now, the second location for one of these projectors is near the groundskeeper's shed, where we got the first part of the Wonder Weapon. Walk past the White House, take a right, and it's going to be kind of in the backyard of the White House here. Now, as you can see in the video, my Strauss counter was red, so I'm going to make the projector green. Now, the last projector that we're looking for is going to be on top of the bank, near where we built the LTG at. We're going to go on top of there, go over to the left to a little side area that you may already have unlocked. If you don't, go ahead and buy that, and that'll be the last and final projector that we have to get aligned. And it's going to be the same thing one more time. Strauss counter's green, so I'm going to make it red. Now, once all of the projectors are properly done, they should shoot a purple beam towards spawn. This is going to unlock our last and final canister that we need before we can go into boss fight. Once we have this canister unlocked, we're going to pick it up and place it down back in front of a trap, just like we did with the other one, and then we're going to go back to the cemetery to pick up the LTG, and we're going to bring it back to spawn, and looking for the same thing that we looked for in the cemetery, we're going to activate it and start another portal defense. Same thing, at the end of this defense, it's going to spawn another high-value target. We're simply getting this target low, but not killing it, and bringing it to the trap to harvest its essence. Alright, now that we're back in the cemetery, we're just going to pick up the LTG and bring it to spawn. I think you probably can pick this up after the first portal defense. It just slipped my mind here. But if you don't do it, no worries, you can leave it sitting here. Pick it up, we're bringing it back to spawn, and we're doing the same thing that we did in the cemetery one more time. Once you've made your way back to spawn, go up to another Ether Storm, walk up to it, interact with it, and start another portal defense, and then it's rinse and repeat like we did earlier. Here is our last and final high-value target. Same thing, we're getting it low, bringing it to a trap, harvesting its essence, and bringing that essence back to the church. Now that we have the Ether Essence from the high-value target, we're going to pick it up and bring it back to the church. Same thing, once you pick up the canister, no movement abilities. This boss fight is not extremely hard to do. It's really about surviving. You will have high-value targets that spawn, so those can be a little difficult to kill. This also scales with the more people that you have. I've done this Easter egg solo, and it's a lot easier to do it solo. I've done it with 2. It's a lot easier to do it with 2. When you have 4, that final boss fight can get pretty hectic. But regardless, even with 2, it can be a little difficult, so I recommend at least having 2nd level Pack-a-Punch, definitely bringing the Wonder Weapon into this final fight, and bringing decoy grenades. And I use Mutant Injection, just because one person's able to tank and pull the aggro from the enemies in there. Now, I will show you some of the boss fight. It's going to switch people. I'm going to be playing with somebody else. My footage actually got corrupted right after I quit filming this. I don't really know what happened, so that's why you're going to see a different person with me and some different rounds right after this final clip here. Now, interact with the machine that we've been bringing canisters to once you're ready, and it's going to initiate the final boss fight. Once this boss fight's initiated, you're going to be locked in here, and it's just going to be about survival. You're going to have high-value targets come at you and zombies come at you, and it's just a couple waves of that. Your first wave is going to be some manglers. Once you kill the manglers, you're going to get a max ammo. Then it'll be a high-value target mangler. You're going to get max ammo for that. And then it should be high-value target mangler and a high-value target, like, Margwa-looking thing. And once you kill that, that'll be the final wave, and you're going down. Don't worry, you didn't fail, but that is going to be the Easter egg. Now, there's another Easter egg on this map, a little fun superhero Easter egg, where you can suck up superhero statues with the jet gun and become a superhero for a little bit. If you save one for outside of the church, you can actually bring that in for the first wave of the boss fight. It makes that round go by pretty quick, and it's really useful. So if you find yourself struggling with this, I would definitely do that. If that is something interesting that you guys want to see how to do, let me know in the comments of this video, and I'll show you guys all the secret Easter eggs for Liberty Falls. But past that, you have now completed the Bye Bye Dark Ether questline for Liberty Falls. Thank you for watching.
How copy? Somebody tell me what just happened.